Graham Dock made a good point after he lost to Trump. He said he's playing brilliantly, but how will he handle a bad session here? He's not had one yet. Well, he might not have one, of course, but we'll see if this is to be his bad session, how he responds later on in the match. Ding will hope it's a bad session for him, of course.
Well, it was a very good attempt to get onto the black. He's just run on an inch too far. Plus, it was a good pot as well, wasn't it?
Judd Trump won.
And that's a good safety. Just about cutting off the right side of the pack. Well, I said just about, and that's how I had to hit them thick. And the balls now. Well, if he can get in and land on the colour, he's got a very thin cut to the middle. Don't know if he can cut it in. Hampered over the red to the right corner. He's got two long reds to the left corner, but none of them easy.
Well, that's appropriately enough a Chinese snooker.
What about that? What about that?
It had to go in, didn't it? And it did go in.
You're not going to see better shots than this. Deep screw all the way back down the table.
Round pot success up to 73%. That's impressive.
Well, it should be more than that really for that shot. You only get 1 point for that. You should get 10% for that shot. It should be based on difficulty, shouldn't it? And that, well, there's very few people that could have got that shot.
Well, if you got 10% for every difficult long ball you got, he'd be on about 400 by now, Judd Trump. Oh, but he's missed that one.
You can't knock in a long red like that and not punish your opponent. Now, if Ding Junhui can punish Judd Trump here and level it at 5-all, it just may make him think a little. He hasn't left anything easy for Ding Junhui, although for me the red to the baulk pocket is probably favourite. You can play a little bit safe with that, knock the blue in and then play the long red. Well, it wasn't easy. I'm not sure what he played for. The black must go. That's the only thing I can think of. It was a little fortunate, Judd Trump. Good speed.
We saw in Beijing at the China Open the maturity that Judd Trump showed in his shot selection, which he hadn't showed that much of before, and he certainly played the same way here at the Crucible. And yesterday he had Ding in all sorts of trouble on that baulk cushion.
Well, there's a red just above. Don't know how to explain it. It's below the pink spot, a thin cut to the left corner. The one that is, well, not that one, the one is straight in line with. Well, it's really thin. But that's the one that will take him back to baulk, but it's dangerous, and that's the one he's going for. Now then, how about that? Oh, well, I thought it was in. And he couldn't have played it any better, could he, really? So unlucky for it not to drop.
Well, down the club you'd have stamped your foot there, but you can't really do that at the Crucible, can you?
No, I did see Ray Raiden once do it. But it was alright because it was King Ray.
One more little roll, it would have been in.
What a great shot, or a great attempted shot. Needs a full ball kiss, and he got it. Now we'll find out if this black goes to the left corner. And if it doesn't, why did Ding take that red on?
Six. Seven.
Could play the cannon to the pink here just to free it. There's reds both sides of the pink. So as long as he doesn't catch it absolutely full ball, he should be on a red. Well, he missed it.
12. 13.
Needs to get that cue ball under better control. Well, he's missed it again, really.
18.
He hasn't quite settled, has he, this morning, Trump? I'm not saying it's necessarily nerves, might just be lack of sleep or whatever, but doesn't quite seem comfortable.
19.
Now that's two goes he's had at the pink, and the second one was a little bit more difficult, but the first one he should have got. And still not got that cue ball under control. Wanted to be closer to the red and straighter.
$25. $30. $31.
Well, let's see if he plays the cannon to the red this time. next to the pink, because if he plays the cannon, it clears the pink into all pockets. Yep, that's the shot. And now he should win the frame from here. He refused that shot
56.
last time round.
$37. $43. $44.
Just the right angle, just a stun across for the red into the same pocket.
$50. $51.
Well, that tells me that the black doesn't go. Just needs the colour. Well, I'm not sure if that was the right shot for Judd Trump. He had an easy blue just to make sure of the frame. Chose to play the difficult pink with the rest for position. Now, normally he would have potted it, yeah. But the odd occasion, you're going to miss it. Now, with a touch of left-hand side on the cue ball, it can bring the black into play. Couldn't have played it better.
$7.
Well, there you are. I can only afford one pink here.
Yeah, when you're down there on the shot, David, it's not always easy to add the points up, I can tell you. And he's just walking around the table while he's working it out in his mind. I know exactly what he's doing. I've done it many times myself. It just doesn't compute. It's so easy to think of it here.
$8.
But he's the right angle on the pink to drop on the two reds. And the good thing about it, that he's not going to need to do anything with the black. Well, that's a poor shot. If it had dropped in the gap, which he had the perfect angle to, in between the red and the black, it's just a matter of rolling the red in, rolling the black in. He's got to play a fancy cannon if he's going to carry on now, and he's refusing it. So that was a poor shot from Ding Junhui.
Ding Junhui. 14.
He didn't want to be on that red. I don't know why he's played for that red. That's the shot that he should have played. If he's on the other red to the right corner, how does he get to the black?
Well, the black's now tied up with that other red, which of course Ding's going to need it. Needs blacks with the last two reds.
So this red no good to him.
It feels a lot edgier than yesterday. Yesterday, it was the start of the match. They both seemed to be enjoying it in the main, certainly at the start, and everything was flying in, but maybe the reality has sunk in. This is for a place in the World Championship final, this match.
Yeah, I'm sure you're right, David. And it's bound to do. Neither player has been here before. Well, didn't want to push the blue safe. Played to miss the blue. Drop in behind the colours. And doesn't want to play this one full in the face. It may bring the black into play. Maybe the red next to the black. Full ball, just push it forward and play the double kiss on the black. Nice and steady. Doesn't matter about leaving the red on to the middle. Well, he's thought of it. So if he decides to play something else, at least he's thought of the shot. The problem is, if he doesn't play that shot, Ding Junhui's got an easy opening to open the black next time round. And, you know, a clever person, or a more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Experience, maybe.
Experience, that's it, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, David, thank you. A more experienced person would have probably moved that red and not allowed his opponent to do so. Although the shot that is played, you can't argue with that one. And the problem with playing that shot is he leaves the red to the middle.
Well, now he needs a snooker. Won't be called a miss for that reason.
Well, better to want a snooker than to have hit the red and left it on.
He can put him in from here if he wants, which he is doing.
Yeah, now push the red towards the black and try and force him to bring the black into play. Yep, extra thin. Nicely played.
Judd Trump has really had a snooker apprenticeship at the qualifiers, where some very good players and very experienced players, and they know the safety game inside out, and he will have had it played against him in many matches that he lost, and he will have learnt from that, and you can see some of that coming out now.
Just caught that one a little thin. And a half chance. And that's all he needs, a half chance. And that seals this 10th frame, sorry.
Yes, he's passed his apprenticeship with flying colours, Judd Trump. I always think the qualifiers for a young player, it's a bit like a sort of snooker university. You go there for a few years and you learn your trade and come out, hopefully, with some sort of qualification.
What about that? Lots of top on the cue ball. An exhibition shot.
4.
And put the red over the pocket. Force your opponent to pot it. I've Stephen Hendry would have done that the other day against Mark Selby. Who knows?
1.
No free balls now.
He's a long way behind here, Ding. If this pink goes in, he needs, what, 4 snookers to tie? 43 behind, 27 on.
Yes, and that's the importance of potting that red, isn't it? You know, putting it right over the pocket, forcing his opponent to pot it. Now, it really is a mountain.
丁俊晖 7.
I suggest that's the end of the frame now. So Judd Trump looked a little edgy this morning, but this will settle him, winning this frame.